How's it going, everyone? It's Ben Foggins Media Corner back again with a brand new video for today. Welcome back to another movie review, aka After I Saw. This time for this new episode for this series is going to be my review on the 2024 supernatural horror film. And this film is based off the 2021 novel as well that was made by A.M. Shine, and that is The Watchers. This is the directorial debut of writer and director Ishana Shyamalan, in which she is in fact the daughter of M. Night Shyamalan. And in this film, we follow a young artist named Mina, who's played by Dakota Fanning, who gets stranded in a extensive and immaculate forest in Western Ireland, where after she finds some shelter, she becomes trapped alongside three strangers who have been stalked by mysterious creatures each night. So that's pretty much the story of The Watchers. Now, as I already mentioned, this is the directorial debut of Ishana Shyamalan, and like I said, she is in fact the daughter of M. Night Shyamalan. And so when I heard that she was making her very first movie as a director, I was actually really intrigued to see what she was going to do here, since she was in fact following the footsteps of her father. And when it comes to M. Night Shyamalan movies, like I said before in my previous reviews of some of his films I reviewed, they can either be hit or miss. Even though in recent years they mostly do rely on twists, in which sometimes for some of his twists in some of his recent films, they can either come off as either like goofy or just pretty forgettable, really. But this film came out on the 7th of June this year, which I did see this on opening day, which came out along with the new Bad Boys movie, Bad Boys Ride or Die. So, and there was a fair amount of people on the screen that I went to for seeing this movie. But after watching this whole movie here, I overall found this movie to be overall pretty forgettable here, really. Although the acting in this movie I thought wasn't too bad here. Like Dakota Fanning I thought was overall pretty strong in this movie, although her character's past that we do learn in the film here, I kind of felt was weak. And everyone else, for the most part, they do try their best here, although their characters, they don't have a whole lot of developments themselves, and I kind of found them mostly generic here. But the overall direction by Ishana Shyamalan looks pretty nice here, as well as with its cinematography in terms of the overall look at the film, and even the set designs as well. And even the music score, I actually did like as well when we get to see a few chilling scenes in the film, and they also require a few chilling like musical scores when it comes to some of those sceneries that we do see in the film that end off as chilling. Although when it comes to the writing for the film, I kind of felt it was fluffy and yet less developed here, because it's due to its storytelling, because the storytelling for the film here didn't feel really strong here, because it does tend to have some familiar essence from like any like M. Night Shyamalan properties, although the concept is pretty unique and all that. But the movie relies on like exposition stuff, and I kind of felt all of that was just mostly like thrown right in your face, and they do come off as like dull and really silly here when we get to learn a little, when the film tries to explain more about these creatures who are known as the Watchers, and I kind of felt all of that was pretty silly. And the film even does tend to have some silly moments as well, but not as like say like as silly like from like any like M. Night Shyamalan properties that do have some silly moments, like in either like Lady in the Water or The Happening or anything. And even its tone as well kind of felt messy as well. Like there are times when the tone tries to be strong, but most of the time the tone does come off as pretty silly and all that due to its writing and all that. And even for the third act, the film I kind of felt went on a bit too long here, because there was even a point where I thought like the film would have drawn to a close or anything, but no, the film just kept going on and on and on. And even for the twist as well, I kind of felt was pretty predictable as well when we get to see that in the final act of this movie here as well. But all in all, The Watchers, it was overall pretty much a forgettable film, yeah. But it was overall an okay stuff for Ishana Shyamalan as a director here, and I am pretty intrigued to see what she's going to be doing next in the future here. But if you're overall a huge fan of like Shyamalan in general, really, or you're doing about the book, or you're a fan of the stars like Dakota Fanning, I would say this might be a cup of tea. So that's pretty much all I'd say about The Watchers. I'm gonna give The Watchers 2.5 out of 5. As I said, this was just an okay start here for Ishana Shyamalan, and I am pretty intrigued to see what she's going to be doing next in the future as a director here. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching for my AK After I Saw review on The Watchers, and let me know what you think of this movie if you have seen this already, or if you just recently checked this out. Did you really enjoy this one, or was this not your cup of tea? As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and this has been Falcons Media Corner signing off.